liaison office, the bridge club and the ABCC is very important so that everybody's kept in the loop and we all know what is going on and so yeah.
Problem in our group, namely and Philippines, because there should be an active participation, first of all, of the liaison officer. We are just PAs and chaperone that we could only suggest. But the main protagonist should be the liaison officer. But the common problem among us in our group is that the liaison officer they keep on changing the liaison officer. Number two, the chaperone also is being changed every year. So there is no continuity of the program. So now in our group, we forge that through ourselves, we should strengthen our friendship first and exchange programs and exchange plans and actions to improve and to move forward for the betterment of the Bridge Club, not only in our own respective countries, but with our full support and cooperation with the Bridge Club as well in the main office. And then number two, the chaperone should take full charge, not full, but should take charge, not only for being a yaya or a caretaker of the JAs. Because normally chaperones are just caretakers of the JAs, right? But this time we suggest that since they are chaperones, that they should take charge and be part of the program, right? And number three, because in our group we discovered that some of the Bridge Club is being sponsored by the government. Others are not. So there are different kinds of ways and means on how the Bridge Club is moving in our own country. So with this, as we exchange problems and solutions, we also give feedbacks and make our own solutions. And now we agree that by next year, it is our big dream, just like Indonesia, we will sponsor mission project, and we will invite all the countries. Go to the Philippines. Go to the Philippines and attend our mission project. Number one, because expenses in the Philippines is so cheap. If you spend your money in the Philippines, you will have more. Kidding aside, really, that's our project, that's our dream. Because now we're so happy because our 3 PAs are doing very well to re-establish our Bridge Club in the Philippines.
I found a place. This looks a little different though. Hi, how are you? Hi. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to the Social Business Forum Asia and BCIO Joint Program. First of all, welcome to Professor Yunus. Please give a big applause to him. I'm Aruna Shrestha from Nepal. So before starting the program, I would like to give a brief introduction of Professor Yunus. Professor Muhammad Yunus is the founder and managing director of Grameen Bank that provides money to the poor people in Bangladesh. This loan is to start their own business and earn a living by themselves. As of now, he has helped over 8 million people successfully get out of poverty. In 2006, Professor Yunus received the Nobel Peace Prize as recognition of his activities to end poverty. Also, Professor Yunus has further received hundreds of prizes and more than 40 honorable titles, including Emeritus Professor by world universities. Today, he is here to talk to the PAs and will come and meet you after Mr. Yunus' activities. I would like to invite Aaron to give a brief introduction about the APCC and Bridge Club.
Welcome, Professor Yunus. Today we've got all of our peace ambassadors here as well as liaison officers from our own countries. We'd just like to tell you a little bit about what the Bridge Club is. So, junior ambassadors from countries in the Asian Pacific area to Fukuoka, Japan, to engage in a cross-cultural exchange program.
Next one. Before? Yeah. No. Okay.
Thank you. This program started in 1989 and was a part of the World Expo. It's run every year since then, and we're now up to our 23rd program. It's the world's biggest children's invitation program. In 1998, APCC management wanted to start an alumni association known as the Bridge Club. Former junior ambassadors were invited back to Fukuoka as members of the Bridge Club to start this alumni association in their country. The Bridge Club International Organisation is the managing body of the Bridge Clubs around the world. It has Japanese management, and each year it invites 2 interns and 4 head of each Bridge Club has yearly meetings and runs a common activity. Other than this common activity that we all run, there's also cultural events and fun activities to keep the Bridge Club together as a family unit. The picture here is of Bridge Club Hawaii.
Invite Professor Yunus for his keynote speech.
Okay. Hi, how are you? Well, it says a keynote speech. It's actually just talk to you, to have a chat with you. That's all. I didn't figure out how many countries there was. How many countries that we have? 40 countries. 47 countries. A lot of countries. And English is the common language for everybody. That's everybody has to speak. Okay. And of course, this is the experience that you get when you meet people from other countries. So that's where my interaction began with the outside world. I was a Boy Scout when I was in school. First time I was about 12 or 13, I went to the National Jamboree, big thing where everybody gets together, campfire, sing song, dance, and all this stuff. So that's an experience that I had in going around the country. So first time exposure came just to see the country, because when you're in school, you don't get a chance. So at that time, the Jamboree was in Karachi. I was from the other side of the country. We have 2 different parts of the country, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. In between, a huge distance, over 1,000 miles. So we don't see each other very much. So this scouting helped me to go there because there were hundreds of kids from one part of the country. Thousands of them went to the other part to have the jamboree. And then you meet the other kids from those. We don't speak the language. They speak one language, we speak another language. Very tough time. So with the broken English, you try to do that, or body language. It always works, never fails. So you do that. And you exchange things and so on. And then we went around the whole country with a special train. They put us in a special train to show the country. It took weeks to go from one city to another city. That's the first time I see things happen. Then when I was 15, I got a chance to go to another jamboree. So this time it's a national jamboree. Not national, global jamboree, world jamboree. Guess where? It's Canada. So imagine coming from a small town in Bangladesh, going all the way to Canada. So that was quite an exciting experience, a 15-year-old. As a 15-year-old, we set the journey and came to Karachi because we all assembled here. Then we go to Canada to do that. One idea came while we were in Karachi, waiting for our trip to start. We made preparations, what we do together, because we came from different parts of the country. We were 27, so we didn't know each other. So we had to get to know each other, build up a team before we were going to World Jamboree. And one idea came that we go by plane. It's a long distance at that time. This was, guess which year it was? It's way, way up. 1955. It's way up. Planes were not common at that time. So we were making a long flight from Karachi to all the way. What we did, our leaders did, they made a decision. Since flight costs too much money, part of the journey they will do overland, save money. And it will be exciting to cross Atlantic by ship instead of by plane and save money. And on the way back, again by ship, coming from Canada to Europe, to England, and then come to Germany, go to the Volkswagen factory in Germany, and buy 3 microbuses with that money to save money, so that we can drive the cars back to Pakistan, Karachi. That was an exciting experience. One of the ideas that I had, I promised to one of my teachers that when I go to this trip, after I come back, I'll write a book about the trip, so that I can tell what I've seen and so on. And I was thinking how to do that. One idea came, why don't I keep the daily log, kind of a journal every day, note something. I did that. But when we started the journey by car, we were moving to one city to another city, discovering whole Europe, because we are at our own, so we can decide which city we go, which country we go. It took us 6 months, because we are not in a hurry to go back. Are you in a hurry to go back? No, I knew that. I knew that. Nobody is in a hurry to go back. And we were not either. We are not in a hurry to go back. We had lots of difficulties, lots of excitement. Sometimes we would speak to the people. Sometimes they didn't understand the word we were saying. It's not easy. And currency was a big problem. Visa is a big problem. When you cross borders, these days it's much simpler than